So the more time we spend in retirement, the harder it becomes to be certain about a retiree's financial income. And now the average American is spending 20 years in retirement. When planning for retirement or just actually living it, one also has to be aware of some of the risks that can cause problems in your retirement planning. And here to talk about these risks is Richard Warner, who practices in Omaha, Nebraska. Richard, one strategy for retirement planning and all of investing really is diversification. What are you seeing with your clients or the people that you meet right now?
Well, hey, Scott, thanks for having me. It's great being here today. First off, I see a lot of people coming in with the idea that diversification is being in different stocks, being in different bonds, different types of funds, and being diversified over the entire market.
And how should someone's market risk profile change as they get closer to retirement?
Well, I do agree with a lot of your typical advisors in the thinking that you really want to get a little safer as you get older. You have a lot less time as you're getting older to make up for downturns in the market. But I don't really necessarily agree with the strategy. A lot of advisors will move their clients more to bonds and bonds funds, which at one time in history worked well, but we've been in a period of low interest rate for years. And as those begin to come up over the next few years or decades, that's going to really hurt the returns of those bonds and bond funds, which could cause them some losses. We typically use a product called fixed index annuity to replace that bond in our allocations. Yeah, we still allocate in the market and we still diversify amongst different stocks and funds, but for that safe money to have a place where they have a guarantee and some safety, that's typically what we'll use in that allocation.
Finally, Richard, what are some of the other risks we need to be aware of?
A big one is longevity. People are living longer and longer, so they've got to make sure they're getting safe returns, but they've also got to be keeping ahead of inflation, because inflation is going to impact their expenses really more than a lot of people realize, especially over the course of a long period of retirement where they were living in retirement for 20 or 30 years. That's a big one, is that longevity included with inflation.
My guest has been Richard Warner in Omaha, Nebraska, and this is Retirement News Online. Thanks for watching.